was the first squat that we were ever at, and we were trying to clean it up, but we told a bunch of like traveling kids about it, and they just blew up the spot, and they were like drawing on the floor and everything, just kind of like destroying the place. And after a certain amount of time, we realized like someone tried to kick in the door, and we told them to fuck off, and we decided we need to go somewhere else. So then that's when we went to the second squat. It was really hot and there was no AC, but the whole point was to actually live here and get mail sent to us in our name at this address and actually own the place. But different states have different laws and regulations, and in Texas it's 20 years you have to stay there and prove to them that you're like cleaning it up and that, you know, it's not yours until after the 20 years. So it was kind of impossible to do that. I think there's actually people squatting here right now, which is bastards. They took my place. But yeah, it would have been better if we did it right. We didn't do it right. The guy I was with at the time, he just kind of like didn't know what he was doing, and I was actually working some of the time, but I couldn't afford my own place, and I stayed here because I had nowhere else to go. So in that sense, it was nice to be here. I mean, me and my mom don't get along, you know.
It frightens me and it stresses me out, and I'm constantly worried because it's the thought of not knowing what's going to happen, because she thinks absolutely nothing can happen to her ever, you know. So as a mother, that it worries me a lot.
I mean, my mom always said that I was welcome back here, but I mean, it was never actually welcoming, because she didn't actually treat me with respect or understand why I did the things that I did. She just would always judge me and pretty much just tell me that I looked like a fucking retard, like everything that I was into like was stupid and that I need to grow up. And I don't know, she's just always been so judgmental of me. So it's like, why would I want to come back here? I'd rather be homeless on the streets, you know, like, instead of being here in the suburbs with my crazy mom. We never had any friends over, and the one time we did, that's when we got in trouble. We were at a party, and I was like, I got a squat house around the corner, because we were all wasted and didn't want to drive, you know. So we went and got a can of beans and like some snacks and stuff, brought it back here, we cooked it over a candle for a while, and we ended up passing out. And then one of my homeboys left to go to work, and so it was just me, this dude, and our other homeboy. And he was this big dude, and the owner, we hear footsteps, and we're like, oh shit, the owner's coming. Like, we knew it was gonna happen over a matter of time. And so the owner walks in, sees us, and he's just like, what the fuck are you doing in my house? And you know, he probably would have grabbed us if my homeboy wasn't there, because he's just this big swole dude, you know, and you like don't want to fuck with him. And so the guy, like, you know, he's like, I'm calling the cops, but he was a coward and just like walked outside because he was afraid to be around us. Then we just bolt out down the street, and then we turn around the corner, and as soon as we got behind his fence, the cops just hauled ass right by us. We can jump on it going, catching it on the fly, is what you call it. The first train ride that I took was at nighttime with 2 other people, and it was to Little Rock, Arkansas. And we had to go there to catch a train to try to get to Cali. And it was really beautiful. You got to see all the downtown lights of Dallas, and all the stars come out because you're riding through just like countryside basically, with like no lights, and it's just pitch black. It's beautiful. The furthest that I've been on a train is probably like New Orleans, Tennessee, Arkansas. The most difficult part is definitely hopping on the fly when you have a heavy backpack, and when you're in a really big train yard like in San Antonio. There's the bull, and he's the one that patrols the train yard, making sure that there's no train hoppers on, and he'll give you a ticket or throw you in jail. So that's like the scariest part for sure, like trying to be inconspicuous and trying not to get your ass thrown in jail. Every day is a surprise. So it doesn't compare, just because I have a job now. It's like the same shit, going to work, coming home, going to work, coming home. On my 2 days off, like pretty much just drink and hang out with my boyfriend. Our American society has just like over dramatize like the whole like traveling culture of like hitchhiking and everything. They just think that you're gonna jump in a car with a murderer and that they're gonna kill you. If you get on the train, you're gonna like fall and die, and you're gonna like, it's just, it always just like narrows down to like, you're gonna die, like don't do it. It's like, but then when you go to Europe, everyone is so chill, and like a bunch of people hitchhike, and you know, like, I don't know, I don't, it's just our culture is weird. I just like live these sad lives that are safe. If I died doing it, then I did die doing something I love.